I think that leads to the controversial decision, and maybe you can talk to, I've heard you mention it, I think on ESPN maybe, about why, when the thing went to a decision, I didn't think Triple G had a chance of winning just because of who promoted the fight and the way I think. Maybe you can talk to how the whole promotion gets put together, who hires the ref, who hires the judges, how the whole thing plays out, and
the whole thing is begging to be corrupted. The whole, it's like, boxing is like, when you ask that question, boxing is like building a city, building houses, building a community on toxic ground, on ground that came from dumps. Well, hear me through. And it shouldn't be built on that. So something bad's going to happen eventually. Your kids might start glowing at night. Okay? And it's happened. It's happened in life. We're talking really real things here. And where it's built on something dangerous, on something toxic, on something it shouldn't be built on. Well, that is what boxing and the structure of boxing has been built on. Because you have the people that are making money in the sport, the promoters, the managers, whatever. You have the people making money, and they are in the same place right next to the people that are supposedly administrating the sport, making sure that the sport's not crooked, making sure that funny things don't happen, making sure that kids don't become green and start glowing at night, right? And so the landscape, there's no division of church and state. There's no separation. There's no policing. There's nothing. There's no, God Almighty, there's nothing in place to make sure that corruption doesn't happen. The people making money, they're right in there with the people that are administrating and have the responsibility of administrating the sport.
Explain the connection with the promoter and who hires all the officials, from the judges to the referees, and how the fight gets promoted.
All you need to know, I don't want to bore people out there, but I'll give them the basic lowdown. All you need to know is that, first of all, the promoters pay the officials in a lot of states. I mean, do you need to? I mean, what?
It's like the Patriots hiring the referees before the Kansas City game and flying them out there on a
Kraft,
private jet.
Robert Kraft saying, "Hey, come here, Mr. Official. Here, let me give you your paycheck for today."
Hey, the jet's on the runway to take you home.
Here, I mean, so they and there you got these alphabet organizations, these sanctioning organizations, WBA. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, the call letters, what is it, World Boxing Association? For me, it's we be asking, okay? The IBF, International Boxing Federation, all right. Listen, 40 years, I'm sorry. I got to tell you what it really is. I be felonious, all right? Okay?
Yeah.
WBC, World Boxing Commission, or whatever the hell it is, council, whatever, I don't even know. But whatever it is, we be collecting, all right? Listen, it's not so funny when a kid gets robbed.
That's right.
That has put his whole life into it, and he's taking punches, and he has to go back after being robbed and take punches again to get back to that place that he was just robbed from. That ain't so funny. That's why I take this stuff serious. And that's one of the reasons why maybe, when you ask me at the top why I'm doing this, one of my hopes would be maybe we could make a difference. Maybe. Because in boxing, there's very little places to make differences. I just kind of laid it out. There's no enforcement in place. There's no national commission. The NFL has one. The NBA has one. MLB has one. NHL has one. Boxing doesn't have one. There's no police. There's nobody there. And to your point and to your question, you got the people, the promoters, people making money, and the organizations who rate these guys who get sanctioning fees from their champions for the right for them to call you a champion and give you a belt. You have to pay them a part of your purse, a sanctioning fee. And they have, they have these meetings that go on, these conventions that go on all over the world. They meet. What do you think goes on? Again, there's no police there. So you have the head I won't name one. I won't pull one out, but of one of these organizations. And then you got the manager of a fighter who wants his fighter to move up a little bit. Is there anyone watching that conversation? Is there anyone who's seeing that maybe he's buying a ad for $30,000? Ads in those places don't cost $30,000.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Do you know
it's
what
like
I'm
this,
saying?
like stuff
but I'm giving
the
it to you.
layman isn't going to.
But I'm just saying. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's nobody there. Say, wait a minute, ad for $30,000. Whoa.
$30,000 ad in the church bulletin.
Wait a minute. So you know what I mean? Or how about the dinner? I've been at them. How about the dinner where you know where to go, what restaurant to go in the city before a big fight, right? Around the world, Germany, London, United States, wherever the fight's going on, and you walk in and you see something that looks like the Last Supper. Except the Last Supper, the big difference is that maybe there was a better group of people, but the big difference is that there was probably just bread and water. At this dinner, you got the best wines. You got lobster, you got caviar, maybe. You got the best steaks. I mean, it's a hell of a dinner. And you know what? It's a hell of a tab. It's a hell of a bill. And guess who's at the dinner? All the officials who's going to be working the fight the next day. Yeah, this is real. All the officials who are going to be working the fight the next day. All the heads of the organization or some of the heads of that organization, all the officials, the refs, the judge, everybody, they're all sitting there. Guess who the host is? Guess who the guy picking up the check is? It's the promoter. And guess what? The promoter has one fighter who he wants to win that night. Guess what's going on at that dinner? But besides good cuisine, there's conversation going on. And maybe somebody says, hey, thank you for your hospitality, Mr. So-and-so. I was wondering, it's such a beautiful place here. And, I haven't gotten a chance to really see it yet. I was wondering if I could extend the hotel for an extra 2 days. No problem. No problem. There's nobody there to say there's a problem to that there's an impropriety to that. So it's no problem. You know what, sir? My girlfriend, wants to come in. I was thinking if I could get another airfare. Yeah, no problem. I was thinking that, my second girlfriend wants to come in. I gotta get a, yeah, I gotta get a second room. No problem. Listen, the point is that if this took place and I'll change the characters to very visible characters for everybody to relate to. If this same thing took place in baseball the night before a World Series game, and it was all the umpiring crew that was at that table, right? And the host was a guy named Steinbrenner. Okay. No, really, this is really. Would that be allowed? No. Could you even think about? No. No. Because there'd be no sport of baseball anymore. They're gone, done, finished. But there's still a sport of boxing, and it goes on every day.